everyone, welcome to Big Cat Sports. Today we are talking Wings with the Ottawa game coming tomorrow. We kind of want to talk a little bit about the game particular besides our weekly breakdown. So far, the Wings have looked really good this year. I haven't paid as much attention to Ottawa, but the Brinkett trade has worked out more in favor to us than it has for Ottawa because apparently Kubalik has not had any production whatsoever in his first few games, while the Brinkett has 8 points, 5 goals, and 3 assists.
Yeah, so far it's working out really well. It's 4 games in. This is as far as early games go. I mean, this is a big game, probably the biggest game of the month. We want to see, where they're at. Not so much that it's a must win or a win is necessary. We want to see if this team can physically stay with teams like Ottawa, because they're going to be coming for us. I think they're going to target the Brinkett. They're going to have to stand up for each other, and that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for in this game. Not so much a win, although I hope they do. I certainly think they can, but I'm more looking to see how the reaction, because I'm expecting Ottawa to bring the hurt, and we'll see.
Well, so far this year, we have been more aggressive. Detroit's been hitting a lot more than they have in the past, as I've seen so far this year. I mean, Raymond had that one hit that guy over the boards. So, yeah. I mean, it is becoming a little bit more of a physical team, which is what we wanted. So, I feel like this game, you're not going to get pushed around like you did last year, those last 2 games you faced them.
It was really nice to see somebody wearing number 24 who actually can fight. That was a great fight. It was fun to watch. And I think when that happens at the LCA, you're going to see the fans just go rough. That guy's going to quickly become one of the favorites if he plays like this for the whole season. Doesn't take much. I mean, people just love that. And we haven't had an actual fighter on the team for quite a long time. And he's wearing number 24, which is always going to, for people my generation, is going to warm our hearts.
So the main guy we're going to have to look at on this Ottawa game is going to be Vladimir Tarasenko. He leads their team along with Brady Tkachuk. Right, they're both their top guys on that top line. Tkachuk has 4 goals so far this year, while Tarasenko has 2. But they've been setting each other up. There's been a lot of good play happening between the two. So that's going to be your main duo you're going to have to stop. I don't know who they're going to have in goal, because they're going to have to play Leinen eventually. I don't know if they're going to play Husso. At the moment, he is not hot through his first couple of games. He has gotten a few goals scored on him. He has a 3.38 goals against average and an 881 save percentage.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say about that is I think he I think he has basically saved them for a few games. Even though he's given up goals, he has played really well at Pittsburgh. They came back, but if it wasn't for him, they probably would have come all the way back. Husso has stood on his head a few times. Reimer scared me when he was in goal, but he got a shutout. The way he plays, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know who they're going to be putting in.
I think really how this game's going to go is going to depend on who is in net, because they still got to play Leinen. I think he'll probably play Sunday, though, if anything. And Husso probably will start this game, and we'll see how it goes. Husso is not bad, but if he keeps on letting up 3 goals a game and you're going to have to score 4, that's not going to be as reliable as you kind of want that to be. So hopefully you can get that down going through the rest of the year. Anton Forsberg is their starting goaltender throughout the year so far. They kind of actually split between Forsberg and Korpisalo, who I kind of wanted in the offseason as a backup. So that's also a question. We're probably going to face Forsberg. He so far has a 2.01 goals against average and a 933 save percentage. So that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But it is also the beginning of the year, so these stats aren't going to be completely accurate at the moment.
Right, and depends on who they play. I mean, we've played some high-powered offenses. We've had Pittsburgh, New Jersey, Tampa Bay. They're pretty dang good teams. So I expected them, 3-4 goals is not that big a deal.
Yeah, both teams are averaging the same amount of goals per game right now, 4.75. Also, we are averaging just above the same amount of goals, 2.75 for us, 2.5 for Ottawa. We're averaging about 33 shots a game. They're averaging 32. Shots against, roughly the same too. So these are two very even teams up and down the stat line right now. The only difference is we have a much better power play starting the year so far. We're 46% on the power play. At the moment, they are 25% on the power play.
Power play is huge. I mean, if you could have a power play in 46, that ain't going to stay there. But if you can get a power play that's, close to 30%, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah.
And, I mean, in the NHL, that seems to be you got to have a good penalty kill. You got to have a good power play. That usually determines regular season success and, how far you go in the playoffs. The way they're calling these games, the refs are just very inconsistent as far as I'm concerned. They call some ticky-tack stuff and then they let some clear, penalty go. I have no idea. It must be hard. So the power play and the penalty kill are going to be hugely important to regular season success.
Yes. If they can keep up with the power play, their penalty kill has done fantastic so far. They are at let me get back to that percentage, an 86.7.
Woo! That's good.
Right now on the penalty kill percentage. But so is Ottawa. They're at 87. And again, it's the beginning of the year. These stats aren't going to be 100% accurate at the moment because they're just starting. But both these teams are very even at the moment. There's not a lot of difference besides power play.
Who has Ottawa played so far?
Ottawa so far has played. They played against Washington, Tampa, Philly, and Carolina.
So 2 suck teams.
They've won their past 3.
But they beat, Carolina.
But they lost to Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina's pretty darn good.
So they opened the year on a loss and then won their other 3.
Okay.
So
I think our level of competition has been better than theirs. So we'll see.
But we'll see what happens tomorrow for the game. I think the Wings will have a tough game. I don't know if they can pull it out because you can't win every single one, but it's going to be close.
I'd say watch your backs, boys, because they're coming for you. You gotta look out for each other.
But with that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Until next time, hope to see everybody soon.